This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Sunday, March 27th, 2022. The title of this rant is, We Need a Bigger Bathtub, a Stronger Government for a Dangerous World. So, in light of all the things that are going on in Ukraine, it is time for America to reestablish its dominant leadership in the world. And let's just look back at the reason I said bathtub. There's been a Republican operative, whom I will not name, whose sole purpose in life for over the last 30 years is to get all new incoming people into the House and the Senate to pledge not to increase taxes, and will make sure that they get whacked if they do. And this has been part of the Republican, let's just say, manifesto that started was solidified with the Powell Memorandum from 1972. And the Powell Memorandum basically, for Republicans, has replaced the Constitution, because the only thing they want in the Powell Memorandum is for taxes to be decreased, for government to be decreased, and thereby basically reducing the role of government to work for the common good of the average American to be decreased, and to obviously keep white men at the top of the economic ladder. That's been the sole purpose of the Powell Memorandum, and of course also to especially get hold of the media and to help solidify all of those things. But if you kind of look at some of that, and you look at Russia as having had a strong man, as having had an aristocracy, or whatever you want to call it, for the last 20 some years. By having that strongman, look at how that has decimated their capability as a world military power. It is just shot. And of course, the Russian people will spend the next 20 or 30 years trying to get back what they had before this war even started. So really, right now is the time for America to reassert its dominance and to increase its democracy home, and to increase its democracy around the world. And you have to have strong leadership to do it. Now, again, it's unfortunate that a lot of this is really starting just because of the war, the invasion, and really the genocide that's going on in Ukraine. But that's what we have to do. And how are we going to do that? We have to reestablish what America is really for right now. We need to increase in education tremendously. We need to especially increase STEM, science, technology, engineering, and manufacturing. We need, obviously, to increase the minimum wage so that all Americans can bear the fruit and the bounty of this great country. And we need to tie that to, let's say, to inflation, and then increase the minimum wage to what the equivalent it would be, say, back to 1970 or something like that. We need to get rid of all of this comprehensive immigration reform. Let's settle it. Let's make all of those here now citizens, and let's move on as a country. We need to establish, again, that we have to be the leader in terms of global climate change legislation, research and development, and products that will help us reduce our carbon footprint, and a whole host of other things. And of course, the R&D part of it is especially true. We are in a competition worldwide, especially with China. And that is especially for artificial intelligence, robotics, advanced manufacturing, quantum computing, a whole host of other things. And an important one that's not talked about much, which is water, because we will have water shortages in the decades to come. Now, again, the situation in Ukraine is dire. It is terrible. We need to help the Ukrainian people as much as possible, but this is the time for America to reassert its dominance and to go back and to become what it was before the Powell Memorandum came out. And then we need to expand the leadership. And of course, I need to point out here right at the end, none of this could have happened when the former guy was in office. And all of the Republicans, almost all the Republicans, are against all of this. And every single one of them needs to be voted out.